The door, they finally open. They finally. I forgot the song has been so long, but let's motherfucking do this. Raised by Wolves season 2, out of seemingly nowhere. We knew it was coming out at the beginning of 2022, but we didn't know when. We hadn't seen a trailer. The show came literally out of nowhere, then fucking went out of the radar. Okay, it's back. I covered a few of the episodes last season. And I obviously will be covering every episode this season when the new season drops. I'm, of course, referring to Raised by Wolves when that drops in February. So, I've seen the trailer briefly, not even the whole thing. So in this video, I'm going to try to break it down as best I can. I will need to rewatch season 1. I've already seen it. Like I would watch each episode like 3 times when it came out. That's how good this show is. But without any further ado, please, if you enjoy this kind of content, do me a massive favor and subscribe. I have a subscriber goal of trying to reach 100,000 before House of the Dragon Season 1 begins, which I'm pretty sure, we'll probably be having that confirmed in a few hours. We are waiting for some news for that to drop. But, before House of the Dragon Season 1 comes out, or as it's known on this channel, please subscribe. Help me reach that goal of 100,000. And then also slap a like and turn your notifications on. All right. All right. Let's see. There we go. Can't play the audio. All right. So in the first couple of seconds, we see Mother. She's clearly in the southern hemisphere. And like I said, this is like kind of recalling from memory. I haven't seen Raised by Wolves in quite some time, but when I did watch it, I'll just try to do my best. But the last we saw Mother, this is where it seems as though we're picking up. Ridley Scott is the man. So this is that like jungle hemisphere, right? So this is the southern hemisphere that we kept hearing about. It looks like Father is with perhaps some of the settlers. There's a guy with a beard, so those aren't the children, but they look like they're like dressed for this planet in particular. They don't necessarily look like the atheists. Wow, that looks awesome. CGI budgets increased quite a bit for this season. We have Mother, Father, Campion, the children. Looks like they're arriving in the new settlers camp. Although Mother's like wearing her full on. I guess they're going to pretend to be their actual androids, right? So the children are going to be the Mithraic. They're pretending to probably be Mithraic, not atheists. And maybe Mother and Father are going to pretend to be their helper androids. Remember, they were like lower tier, less threatening androids. It was later, once Mother discovered who she was in her full potential, that, we realized, obviously, you shouldn't just underestimate her. Those fruit are very clearly poisonous. The entire planet is radiation. So Mother is talking to Campion here. I could actually probably turn on the subtitles. Telling Campion, I want to see you reach your full potential. Marcus is obviously suffering from the sickness. The dude is likely going to any of the Mithraics that come there, he's obviously going to corrupt. Looks like he's dragging some unlucky bastard. So that's a crazy looking fucking helmet. So it looks like this guy right here with this pervy mustache is going to be the new bad from the Mithraics. It looks as though he's being tortured by the person wearing the chrome dome mask. It's obviously an android. Yeah, he's about to punch the shit out. Yeah, goddamn, that fucking hurt. It looks like one of the children is drawing that snake creature that we saw at the end. And we're going to rewatch the season 1 trailer just so I can do a better job than the shit show I've been doing so far. Yeah, it looks like one of the children. Yeah, snake creature, mother. Yes. Mark is trying to convince them. So much is happening. Now, that part right there is what intrigued me the most. Father is pouring some sort of liquid over a heavily damaged android body. This is most likely, I mean, we'd have to assume perhaps another version of Mother. Like, God, this is so crazy, man. This is nuts. This is in the same universe as Prometheus and Aliens. So it looks like this is like maybe at some point Mother is like so insanely damaged that like her entire body needs to, and they use the Mithraic technology to rebuild Mother. Maybe this is like after all these scenes that we keep getting of her in this encampment is after that. So maybe this happens first. Father rebuilding her. Yeah. Maybe. I don't know. It's so hard to tell. Like I said, a rewatch is in order. Mother takes this weird looking fucking gun thing. I feel things, impulses. You damn right you do. Snake baby. Marcus telling people he's invincible. It looks like they discover some sort of ocean. His mother keep that woman prisoner? Campion's like friend's mom? Like what? Yeah, it looks like she's being held captive right here. Yeah, she does not look well. Oh, more of those fucking helper intros. I hear my son crying downstairs. I'm about to cut this video a little short. There's so much going on. This is less of a breakdown and more of a reaction. Hopefully, I can give you guys some answers. That's interesting. That's interesting. All right, let's go back and watch Raised by Wolves season 1. Oh, then let's rewatch this trailer. Oh, wow. Nope, didn't mean to do that. They put the whole first episode up there. Oh. Right, so the whole story is like, mother and father landing on this planet, a new world for humans. They've got these babies in these pods. They've got to hatch them, and obviously crazy shit starts happening. You find out there's this war on Earth. I thought this thing looked like a giant Bluetooth speaker, their spaceship. It's pretty funny. But between the Mithraics and the atheists and like these androids were tasked with creating a new civilization on this new planet. And mother incubates the babies. It's a pretty crazy fucking show. Came out of literally nowhere. It's nuts. It's really good. If you haven't seen it, please go watch. I've done a couple of videos on it. I did a Jormungandr theory because obviously that's very similar to the snake eating its own tail. It's very similar to what mother gave birth to at the end. That video was like a year ago, so I can't exactly remember the specifics. But just comparing the look of the show from the first season to the second season, the budget is increased immensely, right? So just as a reminder for myself, I'm going to bring up the new cast members. To see if I can't just sort of refresh everyone. Right. So Amanda Collin plays Mother. Travis Fimmel obviously plays Marcus. And Abu Bakar Salim plays Father. And then Campion is played by Winta McGrath. See, looking specifically for new cast members, Sue is the woman who I couldn't remember. So Sue's Paul's mother. But remember, Sue and Marcus actually had like sort of face swap, kind of, right? So they like stole the identity of some Mithraic soldiers, and they were like this guy, the kid Paul, they were his actual parents. and like Paul knew something was up because his parents were never as loving as the atheists were. Obviously, the real Marcus and Sue. Um, it's kind of interesting. The show it's got so many crazy twists and turns. Just bringing back that second trailer though. Um, I think the most thing that I'm enticed to see is like I had mentioned before, that scene of Mother being rebuilt, or potentially Mother, could be anyone really. But Father is very clearly remolding someone, and it looks as though it's obviously an android. Maybe this is that android creature that has the demented face that beats up the captain or the new baddie. Maybe that's who this is right here being created, right? So this is the one that beats up like basically this person. Maybe it's like a twisted, demented version of Mother. Maybe Mother's primary directive or her actual like memory is split into two units, and this is like the weapon half of her, and then like there's a Mother half. I don't know. So this show is so crazy. There's really no telling where they're going. Oh, look, another show I'm going to be covering coming up, Peacemaker. Um, so yeah, it's gonna be amazing to see the show. Like I said, it has so much potential because it's not really based on any source material. So we don't know where the fuck they're going with the direction, right? So it's like it's amazing. Um, Obviously, I think this season will kind of do a better job of maybe showing us how many seasons the show's going to run for. Maybe they planned a better overarching theme. It looks as though this is very clearly Marcus is using some sort of suit, and I'm assuming he's going to have a showdown with one of the other androids, if I had to guess. The main reason being is because there's no need for him to have that much protection and armor unless he's going against Mother or Father or perhaps another android that is yet to be named. Let's look at the chainsaw in his hand. That's pretty badass. That's probably what's going on. So humans have found a way to combine android armor with themselves, and that's what's happened here. It looks as though we get a shot of Sue. She's got a helmet on, so maybe that's not her own version of it. But Marcus is definitely fighting in this suit of armor. Those look like they may actually be atheists. Maybe there's some sick and twisted like Roman Colosseum thing going on, and like this android is just super armored because it's got to fight the snake creature that Mama had. Like, I don't, oh man, the show is so crazy. If you haven't seen it, you have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about. Sounds like I'm just making this shit up, but no, trust me, it's really good. But that's what I would have to guess. We had that line of Marcus saying, I am invincible. This doesn't exactly look like an android. It looks like a human with android body parts grafted and molded onto them. Looks like the person may be missing a hand. Although it could be an android. Like the show is just so crazy. There's so many twists and turns. You don't know where it's going to go. But I think this person right here, who Marcus is seemingly standing behind, right? They're suffering from the radiation sickness. It's very clear. That almost looks like Peter Baelish. I know it's not, but so Mother rips something out of a ship. Remember, she was going to the ship at the end of last season and sort of getting fucked by like the AI technology that was actually a virus that impregnated her with the snake Jormungandr creature. So much. Yeah, that's definitely a human in android grafted on armor. That's going to be badass. It's probably going to be a pretty gut-wrenching moment too. Yeah, it looks like Mother dies and she has to be reconstructed. Maybe part of her personality, the weapons part, is removed into a separate body from the actual like mothering android unit, and maybe the two of them will have to face off. One of the things that I kind of needed explaining to myself was what the fuck is up with these eyes, right? So in fantasy, this is a really, really rough thing to I guess, sort of summarize. But basically, in fantasy, when a character's eyes are lightened, like they're white or yellow or just like a purple or some sort of like crazy non-normal color like blue or brown, right? Or green. If they're not that color, that means the character is elevated to a point where they're not on the same playing field as everyone else, right? So they either have an enhanced amount of knowledge, and that knowledge allows them to, have a greater advantage than everyone else. In the way that it's shown in like characteristics is by giving them different colored eyes. It just shows that they have an enhanced amount of knowledge. It could also mean strength. It could mean that because they are like not human fully, they have like some sort of magical power. That's kind of what is going on with these androids, right? So the androids have different colored eyes to sort of show how powerful they are. And then obviously when Mother goes full on Silver Surfer mode, that's when she's in her strongest form and she's really invulnerable and can't be hurt. So one of the ways that this show is going to make that like a level playing field, at least how it looks like, is that they're going to kill off some of the androids, maybe Mother's original body, right? And then they use that armor and they graft it onto themselves. And like humans are now the strongest alongside androids. And it's like, it's crazy. This show is going to be amazing. Like I said, I will be covering the season in its entirety. It comes out in February. If you all want me to do sort of like a re-breakdown of the last season as I do my rewatch over these next couple weeks, well, then let me know down below in the comment section. And obviously, if this video does well, I will be doing more Raised by Wolves content for season 2 before the actual show drops, not just the episode breakdowns. I want to thank you all so much for watching. My name's Mark, and this has been Sir Hunt's Long Night Reviews. Oh, yeah. House of the Dragon info coming soon. I will be dropping a video on whatever information is released at the CCXP in Brazil.